Well, it's going to be, of course, very hot for the first few football games, so got to drink more water than alcohol, that's for sure. You don't want to dehydrate out there. You know, the month of May just wrapped up, and we're still technically in it, but this is the last day. And we've gotten all of our high temperatures. I know it's a lot to look at, but just focus on the fact that there are many more red squares on there than there are blue or gray. That means that most of the days in May were well above normal for this time of year. That means that we're probably going to end up with one of the top 5 warmest Mays on record across our area. And you can see the worst of it was really in the last week or so, as we had a stretch in the mid-90s. This was at GSP. Really unbelievable heat we've had to deal with over the last couple of weeks. And luckily, we're getting a little bit of relief tonight. Notice on Fox Radar 3D, we're completely clear at this point. We have a nice breeze coming in out of the northwest. If you've been outside over the last few hours, you felt it. It is refreshing out there. We have storms out ahead of some of that cooler air that's working its way in. We actually had a couple of tornado warnings around the Charlotte area. All of that has since really calmed down. And now we have a few severe storms that are moving through the eastern portion of North Carolina, near Myrtle Beach as well, and Charleston. But all that is pushing out, and it's going to leave us all with a mostly dry weekend, but there will still be a slight chance of rain the second half of Saturday. Upper 80s expected around 4 o'clock, low 80s for you in the mountains, with also a slight chance of rain. So really a classic early June weekend for us, with just that token rain chance. If you happen to be going to see the Greenville Drive play tomorrow night, expect temps in the mid 80s around 7 o'clock with mostly sunny conditions, and it should not be rainy. Now there's still a very small chance of rain, but we're giving it a 9 on the Carolina Sky Meter. If we could get rid of that rain chance completely, we'd give it that perfect 10. But just watch out. You could see a shower or thunderstorm pop up. I'll show you that on Futurecast. You know, in the morning, we're nice and clear, but by the afternoon, notice a few little spots of green there. I think any pop-up storms that develop will probably be in the mountains, but we might have a stray one in the upstate or northeast Georgia. So just be ready for it. Again, we'll probably stay dry and probably see a lot more sunshine than clouds. But then as we go into Sunday, this is when another front approaches. So notice the clouds thicken up, and then we'll start to see a little bit more activity, but still not enough to put any dent in our dry conditions. A few areas will see a spotty storm, and many will not. As we go into next week, though, this is our long-range model. By Wednesday, notice the day and time here, we do see moisture starting to increase across the area, more widespread rain potential. That's going to last into Thursday and Friday. So we do have an end in sight to this incredibly dry stretch. I don't think it'll rain all day long toward the end of next week, but we at least will have a better chance of some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms. So your next 7 days, we have upper 80s for Saturday, as well as on Sunday, a 30% chance for rain the second half of the weekend. Dry and cooler early next week, mid 80s, and even some 70s for highs in the mountains. And look at that, 50s on Tuesday morning. Should feel pretty good. Well, we want you to check out our latest podcast. Wherever you download your podcast, you can get that. Our Fox Carolina Weather or Not, the latest edition just came out. We were talking about hurricane hunters, guys.